head.
I remember when the guy actually did the Mexican standoff during the CEPL. Remember that, Brando? Right, the weekend after the fucking Boyan
Oh,
incident.
yeah,
Right.
that was Mike. Mike
Yep.
and
And some
I
other
don't know who
guy.
else. Yeah.
I go, yo, so what happens if they do a Mexican standoff? Then Dave goes, no, I don't think it's gonna happen. We'll go accordingly, bro. Second point of the day, I fucking look right back at Dave and I go, bro, what do you wants to do for that? Like, he goes, throw it, and I'm like, everyone else's majors were already up, so technically I still haven't thrown a penalty on it.
Was that the same Sepple that the guy had a seizure during the finals?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Man,
sure.
dude, that was a hot ass day.
What an eventful
Yeah.
tournament.
No, that was a fun time, and yeah, I guess let's just start the podcast. So I start recording. Let's just go with that. What's up, guys? It's episode 34 of From The Sidelines. We got the same crew here as always today. It's Hatch and
Welcome
Brandon. But yeah, I mean, it's the lull week. It's the week after an event, like after an event. We got CEPL coming up here. Some people are probably gonna be heading down to WC this weekend. You know, there's still a lot going on in paintball, but yours truly has been chilling out and kind of getting everything done that was supposed to happen from the event. So yeah, guys, I mean, it's paintball. You know, there's always stuff to talk about. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I know one of the things that we wanted to go into, Hatch came up with this before the show. It's the little bit of advice if you're going to go play CEPL or, you know, another local tournament series, but this will definitely work for CEPL. It's the 5 ways on how to not get a penalty, or a major specifically, not just a penalty, but a major. So we have way 1. Hatch, if you want to give that one.
All right. So with that, the first one we have is legitimately don't cheat. Because let me tell you, I know those refs. I know those refs personally for the CEPL. They'll get you. They'll get you good, right?
Good
luck cheating, right?
But personally, he means it's literally himself.
Exactly. It's literally me, right? Another one, ready for this one, is this one's completely out of my book, I guess. As soon as you go and bunker a guy, as soon as you lift your barrel up towards their head, oh man, I'm not gonna call it, but you know, some people definitely will, because you know, overshooting is being like a legitimate thing now, man. I think there people are calling on it way more, right? To where I'm seeing way more penalties for like even a little bit of overshooting. Would anybody else agree?
I just don't know, because the field I'm on all the time doesn't have that penalty, so I don't know.
Subtle flex. I'll be there one day.
No, I mean, it's in all honest truth, and I'm glad they got rid of it, because I hear you talk about it and it sounds crazy, but at the same time, like, I just don't believe it's that bad. Like, I don't know. Obviously, if you're just sitting there staring at a dude for 5 seconds, then
yeah,
okay,
that's
overshooting. Right? But like,
the running down, like going for the head, like, bro, we have masks for a reason, right?
Yeah.
And,
at that point, are we just going to start telling people to say safety? Like, you can't bunker people. You got to go behind them and say surrender. Like, is that what we're going to start doing? Because, like, that's some pretty gay shit, too. Like, I freaking, I don't know. It broke me. It made me use the bad word I'm not supposed to use on YouTube. But,
it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a little weak. I think the other thing, too, is, like, NXL, you have to realize if you're going to let the pros do it, people are going to emulate it, whether you like it or not. So maybe tell, you know, pro guys, hey, don't, you know, aim for this or do certain things. I don't know. That's a weird one. Overshooting is always so weird.
I think overshooting's fine. You know, walking someone off the field or something. It's more. Yeah, I mean, I've done it. I've had it done to me. It's perfectly fine. During a tournament, during practice, it don't matter. It's part of paintball. But I don't know. Like, I guess the headhunting part is more so of
it's frowned upon now more. It's definitely more.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a penalty for it, at least not in person. Just a little more frowned upon.
Brando, I get penalties for that like all the time, bro.
You get a lot of warnings.
Hatch, at some point, are we sure it's overshooting that you get penalties on, or is that just the story you tell us all the time?
Dude, bro, okay.
You got to take a
I
note
guess
from
so, bro.
you got to take a page from Uprising and just put a bayonet on the tip of your barrel.
That was that I saw that clip. I was very curious. That had to have been rubber, right? It had to have been.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was a rubber knife.
Okay. I
I
like that
don't
shit.
know if they got clearance for that or not. They just did it.
Honestly, style points, bro. Style points 110% because you don't see anybody doing anything fun like that. Like last time you saw something fun like that on the pro field was like what, DMG and the Wigs?
Yeah, I mean,
When do you see some literal comedy, you know? Sometimes you see that people doing the gritty, during an NFL celebration. Bro, I want something. We got to do something because like the loader dumps, now those are frowned upon. Right? So it's just like,
yeah,
where's the six Nelly,
I've
bro?
never, I don't know. We've said it on the show before. We talked about it, but like I've never been a fan of telling people they can't like express themselves because then it's like, well, what's the point of winning? Like, I mean, yeah, having a team like Dynasty that wins with a lot of grace and they, okay, cool, yeah, we're the best. Thank you guys. That's not always as entertaining as NYX getting into Sunday saying "fuck you, fuck your mom, we're here, we're in your kitchen, we're eating your shit." As literally quotes from PK, not the other stuff, but the in the kitchen one. And yeah, I mean that's hype. Like it almost makes it more awesome when they win because it's like
so much entertaining.
Like with Colin Cow.
Yeah,
with his
yeah,
shit talk.
Exactly.
He's like, suck on that, Jackson. Like,
yeah, pro assistance.
That's the shit that I'm talking about, bro. That is awesome, bro. Seeing that kind of fire, bro, that is so amazing, right? Yeah. So at that point, right, that dude, imagine Jackson's perspective from that, right? He's like, fuck, dude, second place, like literally in a one-on-one in overtime, right, bro?
Do you understand like that whole clip too, the backside of that?
Yeah, because at Sacramento last year, how they got like Mark Johnson from Diesel.
Yeah.
Right?
So Blastcamp was giving them all this shit about like, they're getting pro assistance, like, what's all this? And then this year, Blastcamp literally picked up Velez and
Zach Hogue. But they had him back. He's been playing on Blastcamp before. He was like obviously
he's one of the like kind of okay. But the Velez one is like okay. Yeah, you're bringing someone in.
I think he got maybe 2 years in the pro division with Aftermath and Revo, right? He got that's pretty good, right?
No, yeah, I mean he's played up there before. I guess that's the thing. Like, he's not just a random dude. Like, I hate to say this, but Rob has never really played at or for the Blastcamp organization. I know he lives in the area. Maybe he's played at their field before. All that stuff, yada yada yada. But like, yeah, I don't know. There's a bit of a difference that it's like. For one event having a dude come help out because they're not playing versus like you're now rostering a dude with pro points.
Yeah, I think that shit talk, it's like it's not like it's like uncalled for. It's legitimate shit talk, bro.
It's legit, yeah. And I love that fire. Yeah, that fire back. Dude,
seeing Colt like that, bro, that shit had me fired up for sure, dude. Fucking big boys got to eat, you know what I'm saying? That shit's fire, right? Because, dude, not many people can do what Colt's doing.
Yeah, I think it's Colt. I'm not fully sure, so if I get this wrong, sorry, I'm just telling a lie. But I think he has a necklace with a little spoon on it, like a cereal bowl spoon, which does look like other things, Colt. So I don't know, maybe that wasn't the best idea, but at the end of the day, I think its meaning is big boys gotta eat, and I kind of fuck with that. I think that's a really cool way to kind of take that. Let's be real, that's the criticism he's always got in the league, is that he's this bigger dude and all that stuff, and so fuck it.
He's running with it, dude.
Yeah,
I've literally seen him run through the field. Like, I think when you use it with a guy like Colt with his size, it's at the point to where when you don't miss, that helps, right? I've heard that from Ivan Gonzalez, right?
You have to not miss, like, at that point.
Exactly. It's like the guy just does not miss. And the guy's suppressing fire, right? He can live behind his gun so well to where it's like his gun is basically a bunker, right? Because when you don't miss, you're not going to peek a guy if he doesn't miss, right? So I think he legitimately, like, strategically moves in a way like you don't really see any other paintball player play like. And it's showing, right? That guy's the guy to keep the eyes on in semi-pro. The guy literally got like an Instagram post over that. Anyway, Brando, go ahead.
In this past tournament was the first time I think I saw him play in person. Of course, I watched so many videos. A lot of people talk about him, whatnot. But actually sitting behind the netting, watching Blastcamp play or PB Fit play, and just I mean he's a young guy. I think he's like around your age, Hatch.
Yeah, no, he's a younger dude for sure. I think he's actually the youngest of the Lucal brothers, like all those guys.
And like he's commanding everyone. You know, he's their wizard on the field, and it's just it's seamless. Yeah. It reminded me of like Marcelo, how Marcelo would tell this I don't know who was it. For example, it was Chris Shear. You know, got it. Hey Chris, get to this Dorito, wrap this real quick, put him in, or you know whatever. He knew exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just impressive to see. And of course,
it does really show his intelligence for the game.
Yeah, I don't know. It was cool to see in person. You know,
and he's I think legitimately that hopper ball shit, night ball at PB Fit, that stuff helps, right, dude? Because their style of the way they're winning these matches is sit, shoot a fuck ton of paint, and then like the last loader and pod, that's when the fucking attack comes, right? And I thought that like they were almost perfecting that legitimately, because it was like, dude, there were some angles where Chavez is like running down and just standing in the open, right, and then just somehow ended up in their Doritos, right?
Yeah, I think that's also a little bit just kind of the layout itself, because I mean, I don't know, unless it was kind of a chaotic point, a lot of it was get to our primaries and let's lock down for a minute and then we'll get back to playing paintball.
A minute.
But you get what I mean. We were there for a minute.
We're using the younger generation word of a minute.
Not the literal.
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess we did confirm this today, so we'll see what happens. But we have talked to Cole about coming onto the show, so we can get kind of some more of his story and what's going on with those guys. So I look forward to that in the future. But I think getting back to it, that whole conversation originally started with talking about letting dudes kind of have some hype, being able to kind of load or dump, do all that stuff, talk their shit. I mean, you guys have talked about it. Is that something like, I mean, if that happened on like the semi-pro field, the premier field, like, let's say they started letting guys do that type of stuff because it is live streamed or something like that, how would that make you guys feel if competitors, you start to have a dude, going off against you, loader dumping on you, like, kind of run us through your mindset on that.
Dude, I'm down for that shit. Like, that fuels me, bro. When people like overshoot me, dude, that's nothing, bro. Tournament paint doesn't hurt, right? At that point, it's like, all right, let's go.
I mean, talk for yourself. Tournament paint hurts, bro.
Okay,
ProShar sucks.
You're a little different. You're a little different. You're a little different, Ryan. When you're standing there, no adrenaline, just holding
holding an angle
in and out, right?
Yeah,
dude, that's where paintballs really hurt, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But continue, sorry.
I think, dude, I'm all for that shit, right? Because it's like, dude, if semi-pro, at least, dude, you're competing to be the next pro team, right? So, but then it's like, the argument is if it's in semi-pro is technically a divisional, then it should be in all the divisionals, right? Then you technically ought to go into that argument, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's banter, bro.
I guess. I mean, you could also do it something. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe like have a points requirement to be in semi-pro, and then you can be like, well, it's not now like just another division.
Valid.
But I don't know, because then you'll have the people who'll be like, well, I only have D3 points, but I am good enough to play there. And it's like, yeah, you might be, but
the rabbit hole is deep on this
it definitely opens up a bad rabbit hole. So I don't know if that's the best route. But I don't know. I would be a fan of seeing, the NXL let players be more expressive. You guys want to know a really funny rumor I heard this past weekend or this past week? So well, it's not a rumor, but someone I saw some DMs, and I'm not going to release any names, but there was conversations going on that someone was trying to start a rumor that we were creating a media union for the game, and we were all cracking the fuck up. And I'm not going to say who we all is, because I'll maybe they don't want to be known, but the fact, like, when you think about it, the players don't even have some sort of collective bargaining agreement or anything like that. How the fuck would we make one? Like, we show up to film it. Like, we aren't even the players or anything important.
It's much in its infancy.
You guys aren't like employed by the NXL either, right?
No, we're not. We're employed by sponsors, or we have like other teams, or there's a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I don't know. That one just made me laugh because, like, obviously someone was trying to get a little troll rumor going on there. but I was like, dude, none of us want to like pay media dues, like what the fuck, or like union dues, like that.
Damn,
yeah,
that would
I don't know.
dude.
Well, what do you said? Damn, that would suck. Like what? I guess that caught me off guard there. Yeah,
like, I feel like at that point it's like, just like photos wouldn't do enough, but it's like, dude, some people like literally hired just for photos.
Yeah, I mean that's also
it's like
you're looking at it from a weird place too, because if we were paying dues, then we'd actually have some sort of like union, which is giving us a certain base price for, you know, whatever work and all this stuff too. So like it would be there, but yeah, I mean no one's trying to do that. Like this sport is way too small for that type of shit.
Like if for that to even be an actual thought of happening, I assume there's so many steps ahead of that would have to take place, correct? Like I mean,
yes,
I mean
like that's step 508. We're not at 12 yet. Like
yeah, that one makes sense.
So I just wanted to dispel that rumor on here because it made me crack out loud when I heard it. But
I mean,
yeah,
the refs don't even have a union, right?
Exactly. Like, like we are the last people who need some sort of like class action type, you know, thing.
Dude, a refs union, dude, that'd be nice, bro. Where every single event is the same exact refs on the same exact field.
It kinda is now. Like,
there's some definite repeat offenders on the reffing side, without a doubt.
Offenders. That's a fucked up way to call them.
There's some people. There's some people that I see on the.
No, I know they try to keep refs on different, like certain divisions. So it's like if you have this experience, you can go.
There's a guy that's walking around with a helmet.
Yeah, that guy. But no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. Refs is such a hard one, dude, because like. You guys ref, it's a miserable job.
You know, I would agree and say it's a miserable job, but it's all in your perception of it, dude. Like the way how I'm doing it, or like the way how we're doing it, dude, we're having so much fun. Towards like, dude, that 30 seconds between while we're cleaning bunkers, dude, we're having fun, cracking jokes, right? It's like a bonding thing, right? If you ref together, you can play together, right?
True. You guys also only do 2 days, where NXL refs are 3 or 4 at World Cup, and then I know they have other stuff they get, you know, tasked to do and stuff. But yeah, no, it's a difficult job, and dude, shout out refs. Like, you guys step on my shot 1,000 fucking times, but you know what? I get it. We both gotta be doing the same thing.
Without them, dude, we literally couldn't compete, right? Everybody be cheating, bro.
That's true. Cheating. Yeah, no, that's very true.
So shout out to all the refs.
But back to our original statement with the episodes, we have two ways to not get a major at CEPL. Number 1, obviously, just don't cheat. Number 2, no headhunting, no obviously obsessive, like no punching anyone, none of that shit. So
I got one specifically for the NXL. You ready for this one? Number 3. This one's for the NXL.
This one's for CEPL, but okay.
Don't express yourself. Don't express yourself during the NXL. They'll give you a major. You have fun? Hell no. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Hatch, are you okay? That's what I'm saying. That's why I looped it back in as don't obviously headhunt or go too far. Okay, yeah, we're just not on the same wavelength. Like now, it's all good.
I'm talking like loader dumping, like signature sellies. You know, if you do that, dude, on the NXL, you get a penalty, bro.
I know. That's the point I was making. Okay, so step 3 on how not to get a penalty at the CEPL. Don't threaten a ref. So this happened a couple years ago to Skylar Rickett. We miss you, buddy. But yeah, this should be a pretty simple one. Just don't threaten a ref. that I easy. Can't, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. I shouldn't need to say much more. Brandon, do you have one to add to this list for number 4?
I mean, like so much of it's just falls underneath the cheating. But what I actually saw once was a team using a radio. I remember that.
Oh,
I think it was 2 years ago or so. You know,
too. I remember the
something like
that.
Yeah. Just don't cheat like that, buddy. Not even on the field, but like hit wise.
No illegal communication.
Eye standard. Yeah.
I've seen some where they like hand signaling like behind the net. They're like, right?
Yeah, or
or
like a
hand signals.
mom standing there and moving with a with a player. Yeah, I still see that to this day.
As well. Yeah,
I mean, shit. That's old school like sideline coaching shit. Remember fucking the pool noodles, like where he is in the snake.
I do remember that actually. That was like right when I got into the game. I do remember that though.
Yeah, I was an insane time. Okay, so number 4, no external assistance. That'll also get you a major. I think number 5, and this is a good one too. So right now, go look at your marker. Make sure it's shooting 10-5, and also chrono it in before you walk onto the field.
NXL
10.5. Hey, you want to be safe? Make it 10.45. It'll never shoot over the limit.
I make it 10.2, bro. I think that's like
you don't want those 0.2.
I got mine at 10.3.
Just to make sure, bro, that shit does not happen. Because dude, we hear it, right? When we're reffing,
everyone's head
even that like
picks up.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like, yay.
That's too fast. I know that sound.
Especially where it's like, and the thing is, sometimes it happens to like newer players when it's like their first time ever, right? Some of them like don't even know even how to go into the settings for a gun. They've just been playing rec ball and like, all right, let's get some, paintball experience. Let's go play a local tournament. And that's where you see it the most. And it's pretty, as long as he's not fucking killing the entire team, we'll give him a warning, but hey, turn that down.
Yeah. But repeat offenders, obviously, you'll get a major.
Repeat offenders, that's where you get a major.
Your marker. But yeah, I guess that's 5 helpful tips. Don't cheat. Don't headhunt / express yourself, as Hatch wanted to put that.
There we go.
Don't.
Okay, there we go.
What was the third? I forgot the third.
Mine was the third, the one that went underneath
the loader dumps and
wait.
I was talking about express yourself. I was talking loader dumps, stuff like that.
I'm really upset I didn't write this down because we've gotten so off track. Like, we are not on the same plane of topic here.
And number 4 is no
2,
external.
Yes, that's true. Number 2
there we go.
was no loader dumps and headhunting and like all that shit. I was putting that into number 2, and I think that never got through, so that's why we've been off. And then I think number 3 was something else. Number 4, no external communication, and number 5, just make sure your gun's in 10.2.
And wear your goddamn chin straps, kids.
Chin straps, there you go. That's number 3. Chin straps.
You're not getting a penalty for that, but I'm gonna pull you.
He'll give you a penalty.
I'll give you a warning, bro. But if you're I'll give you a warning, then I'll pull you. Though. And then if I see it again, that's when the penalty comes out, right? Because it's like, bro, I don't want to be that guy to pull a guy for a chin strap, but it's like the rules, I guess. Right? It's like we can't just enforce them sometimes, right?
Yeah, I like being the guy to pull for a chin strap. I'll say that. Yeah. That's a free. Get out of there.
Yeah, straight up, dude. That's a free kill for me.
Buckle up for safety, guys. Come on. Don't make these two have to come get you out of your bunker because you forgot your chin strap. And that's a good reminder, though, too. If you don't have a chin strap, obviously put one on your mask right now. You have a couple weeks till CEPL. Go either get a new mask or
shoestring.
Something. It's got to be tied. It's got to go around
I actually didn't even think of that
chin.
One. I wonder if you could get away with that. I wouldn't check if it was a shoestring.
I've seen people at the CEPL using a shoestring or like rope or something.
I will say,
I've seen paracord.
Chin straps are annoying, but like it is funny if you look at like old paintball media. Dudes used to lose masks so much more often, like making a run down the snake, colliding into someone, and then you have two just complete blind men on the field. So buckle your chin strap. It's a good idea. It may suck, but do it.
I think the thing is, right, because I remember the whole reason why the chin strap thing came in, I just saw a clip of it being reposted the other day, was the whole like Trevor Reeser and the guy from Revo like colliding at the wall, right? And he got like literally barrel hit his mask flies off. I think in that scenario, I don't think a chin strap would have really worked. I think because the thing is, the way the masks are falling off isn't this way, it's this way coming off the back of the head forward, right? That's where I think most of the chin straps are falling off. Where most of the masks are falling off.
That's a silicone, but what the chin does is it also holds it there. So even if it's getting popped forward, it has less of a chance to make that full exit because it's getting held up right there. It helps. It 100% helps.
It definitely does help.
I've seen more in archival paintball footage. You definitely would see that a lot more often. Dudes lose just mask gone, events gone. And
the next step is a helmet, bro, and I'm not trying to get that.
Yeah. Everyone has to wear a Flex 8 full protection mask.
Well, hey, if we go a helmet, then now we could headhunt.
And
ooh, okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay, valid.
Now Hatch
valid.
is back on board for helmets.
No, I'm not on board for helmets.
Yeah,
No way,
I
dude.
think you just said you were there.
No, he just got me. He just got me thinking about headhunting for a second, and I was like, man, that sounds good right now. I wish I played this weekend, dude. But instead, I went on a little vacation.
I don't fully understand your thought process at times, Hatch. But okay, let's just keep moving on.
The thing is, I hear that a lot.
Okay, so I'm not the only one. All right, that actually makes me feel better. But yeah, so wait, what were you gonna say? You went on a vacation or something this past weekend?
Yeah, dude. I really wanted to go play paintball, but I ended up going to a hot springs over in wine country, Paso Robles, or whatever the fuck you pronounce it.
Paso Robles.
I went to a hot spring. That was pretty cool. I pull up and it actually says there's a paintball field, and I'm like, yo, I should have brought my fucking gear, right? And so we drive in. Dude, this place is a fucking dump. There is, like, no joke, abandoned boats everywhere. Like, fucking crashed down cars. I'm like, dude, yeah, dude. There's like boats just like on land, and it basically looks like a junkyard. And I'm like, we're in the right spot. So I go. We get to the hot springs, and it's this paintball field. I asked him, like, hey, so where's the paintball field at? And he goes, it wasn't really. It was kind of a dying thing, didn't really bring in enough money. And then I go and I peek at the paintball field, bro. No wonder it made no money. It was like a single like hyperball field with maybe like 5 things blocking paintballs from hitting you, like, total. And I was like,
you guys could probably have fun there though. So,
I wish.
Sorry. So, side note, this reminds me. There's this video I saw from a YouTuber, Bob Does Sports, where they went and played the worst golf course that they could find. That would be an amazing video if we went and found the worst paintball field in California and played at it. I don't know. Good video idea. You may see that in the future.
That is a decent video.
But back to the hot springs story.
You think we'd get some flack for that?
If it's a bad field, we won't. That's one of those things. Like, if you just show where you're at and it's that bad, then how are you gonna get mad at me? Like, I just showed up here and you don't have a great field. I'm sorry, man.
You gotta play Nerf there.
Play all or nothing.
Dude, Nerf or nothing, bro.
Nerf or nothing.
I mean, bro, Nerf people are making more money than paintball people. What can I say?
Are
those
they
tournaments, bro? Probably not, but
I feel like we always say that. I don't think it's a true fact. I really don't, but oh well.
But dude, when I see those kids playing Nerf in like a huge netted area, I'm like, dude, they're like shooting like almost straight up because the Nerf weighs. It's like
they're doing like clout
artillery, bro. They gotta do artillery.
Do you? It's a fun fact. Do you know what clout is? Archery clout.
I'm not an archerist, so no.
Ooh, it was a form of archery done in the medieval times where you'd make the arrow rain through the sky. Like when you just have that huge clouds. Yeah, it's called archery clout.
From like 300?
Yep.
You block out the sun?
Archery clout, like with a T?
CLOUT. It is the same. Yes,
okay,
archery clout.
Got you. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so fun fact. That's my ancient history fun fact for the week. And now back to the hot spring story.
Bro, okay, so get to the hot springs. Dude, smells like fucking shit, right? But obviously, it's a natural hot spring, so
part of the natural. Yeah, like it's like
yeah, right, makes sense.
Yeah.
So I get in, bro.
Who'd have thunk?
Everything is so fucking slimy, bro. There is no joke, masses of algae and just random shit like coming towards you. And I'm like, like trying to push it away, and I'm just like chilling in this hot springs. It was good, right? Because the thing is, it was at like a constant maybe like 93, 94 degrees the whole time, right? So it was nice. But man, the fact that everything I was touching was kind of slimy and it made my skin feel like I was completely lubed, Maybe not a fan of that, Not a fan of the completely.
Were you being boiled alive? Or
dude, okay. That I wish I was being boiled alive, because if it was any hotter, dude, you make yourself a hatch stew for sure, bro.
Hatch stew.
I was low key thinking it was like Hansel and Gretel, where they just draw people in and then just cook them.
And then just keep heating up the hot spring. Right,
because the thing is, the environment was very hills have eyesy. You know what I'm saying? Very to the point to where like no one's really around, right? It's this like ma and pa kind of hot spring.
So I guess I need some more info, because I'm a little confused, and maybe the listeners are too.
What's up?
Is it like just a natural place that you guys went to, or is this an actual like I understand the hot spring is just a natural hot spring, but is there like a business set up there to let you in, or is it like you just showed up in a place?
It's a shack. It's a shack, but they're like it looks like.
But it is everywhere. A business, right? Or is
it's a business?
Okay,
it's a business.
Okay.
It's like
that's what I was confused about. I thought you just like went out to the middle of
no, dude,
the hills and found a body of water.
We did do that, but it's like huge hills. Then you get and it's like shack.
Okay.
Run down shack, bro. The pool noodles are faded, bro. Red ones are now white, right? So we get there and it's like Ma and Pa like in a wheelchair, not wheelchair, but like rocking chair, right? They're like sitting back and forth, and
it looks like the SpongeBob characters.
Yeah, it looks like shit. And they're like, you guys here for the hot springs? We go, yeah. And they no joke whip out like a card reader. And I'm like, damn.
They got a square.
Yeah, these guys, they're like, we have tap now. And I'm like, damn, this place looks like shit. But...
Yo, fucking, I know Targets that don't have tap, man. What are you talking about?
So it's like, this is like some kind of deceiving way. But the hot springs is pretty cool. Overall, skin feels good. I feel rejuvenated. Low-key could have been the fountain of youth. I feel way better. But
dude, maybe that, yeah.
And then I went to a light show where it was like all of these like LEDs like scattered across these hills. It was like 1 million LEDs like sticking into the ground to where it was like illuminating all of these hills for like a mile in every direction, right? To where it was like constantly changing colors. It honestly looked like I was in like Neverland or something. It was like obviously it's dark so you can see the lights.
That's crazy.
Just walking down the path, dude. It was.
What was the name of the drugs that you took before you saw that?
Oh, dude, high on life, bro.
Life. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So, it was just real experience.
I just went up to the hills. It's just lights.
Do you have a whistle?
Everywhere, just for miles.
I was whistling. You know what I'm saying?
You were whistling?
Yeah.
Just a lot of jumping.
Yeah, but dude, overall, pretty great.
Whistling? I don't get that reference.
I wanted to have it to where I was playing like some side quest music,
like
some Witcher shit, for walking through the fields of Rainbow. But
Fields of Rainbow. This motherfucker went to goddamn Rainbow Road, dude. you experienced it, yeah.
Literally Rainbow Road, dude. It was actually like really cool. Not gonna lie, I thought it was actually gonna be like a light show. So they kind of
sounds really expensive.
Honey dicked me there.
Or like energy wise for them to do that, just to like have lights a mile wide.
It's actually all solar. There's like solar panels like scattered like within all these lights. And
solar doesn't work at night.
No, it's charging them all during the day. It's like charging them all during the day.
I had a $1 million idea, solar power night vision. Like I still got that on the back burner, but anyways, like, so that's not like a one-time thing? Is it like there for good? That light show?
It has to be.
Like,
that shit was like insane. It has to be there like every single. It has to be a thing.
So you just decided to go do all this by yourself?
Yeah, and I also went to Hearst Castle, bro.
Where?
Hearst Castle.
I haven't heard of this.
This is a castle of a guy who was rich as fucking shit back in the day. I just went on a tour, so I know a little bit.
Oh, okay. Right? All right. We need the full load. Where's this located? Like,
dude,
in California?
In the hills.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, where's in the hills? You just kept saying hills. Is that like...
All right, let me look up exactly.
San Luis
Well, I don't need
Obispo?
exact.
Boom,
San Luis
there you go.
Obispo. Okay, cool.
There we go. Boom, there we go. All right, San Luis Obispo.
I just need some location, some reference.
It is raining the whole time. It is raining, right? So I'm going there, doing my thing, right? Bro, the bus ride, because you have to go, there's like a tour station at the bottom of the hill, right? Do your thing. Go, then you ride a bus up to the castle. Exactly, right? So go up, dude, this road, when it's like super foggy and rainy, bro, I thought I was going to fucking die, bro. And there were only like 4 other people on my tour bus, right? Because it's rainy. No one's going on a tour, right? So, dude, I got to experience this castle that's like, no joke, for its time back in the day, it blew my mind, like how advanced the technology was. This motherfucker had outlets in like the 40s, bro, right? Like power outlets. He had electric heaters in like the 30s.
I mean, power did exist then.
Yeah,
they had USB.
That would be insane.
That was freaking me, dude. It took me for a trip because I was like, man, I thought that was a completely different time, right? Because they had like the kitchen was all metal to where like the stove like the countertops would heat up, and that's like from the fucking 30s and 40s, and it just blew my mind to where Like, dude, even this pool that's there is like covered in like gold.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane, right? And so, dude, the guy had a zoo, bro. He had polar bears in California, like all
I think
personal
this was
zoos.
just a very rich man.
I think my tour guide told me that technically that family is still like the 12th wealthiest family like in the world.
They just old money.
Right? Super old money.
Vanderbilt type shit. Like, yeah.
And he was like investing into like gold mines and silver mines and all this like big hitter shit, right?
Well, okay. Wait, was this the 1840s or?
No, 1940s. So this was, okay, you know what? This is like 1890s, and then he died. The guy died in like 1951, I think. 1951, 1952.
Okay.
Right? So it's like, even back then, at least for me, dude, maybe I'm just out of touch with fucking history, but dude, it felt like some of that shit was like modern day stuff. Dude,
yeah, art, I mean,
bro, that guy's a fucking weirdo, dude. Some of that art was freaking me out.
that's most of those guys. I mean, I will say, like, yeah, power existed back then. You know, a lot of like, I mean, like lights, stuff like that existed back then. Now, everyone having them in their home, probably not. Like, yeah, a dude who's wealthy.
Bro.
I was gonna say a guy who's wealthy like that makes sense. He has all that stuff, but
yeah.
I mean, you started to see that stuff come into like modern, you know, times. Like, isn't there all those like 1940s commercials about the like fridge and stuff? Like, I feel like I've seen these before. The guy had like old appliance like commercials.
Yeah, I forgot what the brand was called, but it was like,
was it G&E?
Frigid Air. It was called
or Frigid Air. Yeah.
Right, and so that's what the name refrigerator came from. He was like the first person to ever have like a refrigerator in California, right?
Yeah.
And it was like all these fucking rooms that are like, this art is like priceless, dude. These Persian rugs that literally had alarms on them if you touched them.
I was gonna say, so you started stealing them, or?
Dude, I was like chilling, right? And apparently they're going under repairs right now because the wind and the rain. The wind is so strong for the hill that it pushes the rain up the walls into the windows from underneath.
Is it? So you said castle before. Is it actually like a stone like?
Yeah,
brick like, type castle.
It's
or?
Almost like, dude, it's almost like a villa, if you will. I would say there's like different houses.
Is it kind of like the mission type?
Yes, it looks like a
stuff
mission.
Like that. Oh, okay.
Like, so you're supposed to be like transported to like Italy or something. That's what he wanted. He wanted to look. Certain parts look like this part of the world. Certain parts look like this part of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but in the center of it, it's the main house, the big house, right? It's the big house that's supposed to look like a church.
Okay.
Right? It's supposed to.
Okay, that's the one that looks like a mission, I'm guessing. Or
that's the one that looks like a mission.
Kind of like.
But it
I'll find you guys a picture.
Sorry, I was gonna say that kind of like Spanish architecture, almost like.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. Everything else, the surrounding buildings, that's like I'm connected with it, or at least on the property. Yeah, it looks not American.
Hey, check this
I could see what you mean, Hatch, by being like transported into Italy or whatnot. Yep, that's exactly what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Dude, like that pool was absolutely insane, and it was like, and some things that was pretty funny. They were talking about how the guy had like a love triangle, right? Guy had love triangle with like this actress when he was like 40, she was like 18, right? Fucking weird. So
nice.
Him and his wife are like not even really like they're a thing, right? And she's an actor, right? The mistress isn't like an actor, right?
An actress. Get your pronouns right. Come on.
You're right.
Wait, how old's the wife?
The wife is like, fuck. She's young too, bro. Low key.
Damn, man.
How old though? Older than 25?
Let's look it up, dude. Hearst family tree.
Welcome to From the Sidelines uses Google. That's this episode of the show.
Okay, actually, Hatch,
it's
I don't
incalculable, Hatch. We don't need to know.
Incalculable,
no,
yes.
I mean, okay, so I remember the name. All right, Marion Davies. I'm pretty sure that was the actor chick.
Marion Davies, the actress.
Actress.
We're gonna correct that.
It's not telling me when she started dating them, but she died September 22nd of 1961.
Oh, so she outlived him. Okay. I thought you were about to say, like, and she died September 14th, 1940. and her body was never found. And then this becomes like a, you know, standard white mom, housewife type true crime documentary, you know?
Oh, dude. Some girls eat that shit up, bro.
Dude, they love it. They love it. It's that basic.
True crime
That's
podcast.
where I saw this on Netflix.
Crazy for that.
That's where I saw them. Okay. Well, yeah, I've actually never heard about this, so this is definitely a very interesting thing, and it's in California. Okay. I'd have to. Yeah.
You know, okay.
How did you hear about this, Hatch?
A friend told me about it. Now it's just like, yo, I'm gonna book an appointment and walk up.
Book an appointment with your friend. Yep.
Mm-hmm. No, I went by myself.
Oh, okay.
I went on an adventure.
Was this the same day you went to the hot springs and?
Yeah, no. So I went to the hot springs on Saturday. Right?
Oh,
hot springs
okay.
lights Saturday night, right? And then Sunday, I went to Hearst Castle, and that was like a whole long tour, bro. That stuff blows my mind. How wealthy that guy was. And the thing is, right, that really gets me, is the architecture, bro. Now you look at like skyscrapers now, dude. They're like flat and boring, dude. All this like old school shit was like so perfectly hand carved. Oh, I wish we still had cool stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I think it depends on how you look at architecture, because a lot of modern day architecture I think is actually really fucking sick too, but just not here. Like, look at Dubai, for an instance. Like, their skyline is sick, but obviously that's a, you know, fuck ton of money, and slave labor can build that. I don't know if we can necessarily do that here. So now we have, you know, square, rectangle, brick buildings for the most part.
Valid. But yeah, anyway, I went on a nice little vacation, dude. I think when you start doing stuff by yourself, it really puts you in like a different headspace to where, you know, kind of figuring out who you are, right? Where it's like, those are like the best thoughts the best or the worst thoughts you can possibly have when you're by yourself, I guess. So
Hatch took the loss pretty hard. That's what I'm taking.
I did take the loss pretty hard, right?
That's no man goes out on a single soul-searching journey by themselves the weekend after a W. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
no, dude.
That's some self-exploration type journeys, and I
right, because the thing is,
I think it's awesome
Brando, after our last loss to the Killers, I literally pulled everybody aside and I was like, dude, something's got to fucking change. Right, we need to have a completely different fucking mindset. We need to be doing something different. Like, if you're not doing something different during the week or changing your mental, dude, you're not going to survive on this team, right?
And what always makes me laugh about this, because this is Hatch, this is no bullshit. He's not saying this for the podcast. This is his mentality about paintball and life. It is all or nothing. He doesn't give himself any credit that the core of a D3 team stepped up to semi-pro and went 1-3, better than some teams that were there all of last year. Give yourself a little bit of a hand. You don't have to congratulate you all the way. I understand. You know, you want that. You know, you want to do well.
You're right.
Take
Ryan.
a little dub. Right. Take a little dub.
You're completely right, Ryan. I will take a little bit of dub, right? Because it is the little things, right? We could have been 0-4, right?
Yeah,
dude, bro.
You at least showed that you deserve to play ball there.
Right, and it feels nice knowing that we can, you know, hang with at least a team, right? Because no pun intended, right? A team, right? No pun intended.
Yeah.
But right?
No, but I just wanted. I'm glad I said that on like a public forum, because I think that's the one thing that can maybe almost get you down a little bit sometimes, is your expectations are just so insanely high that sometimes I don't even know if you can hit them. And I think it's good because it motivates you. But like Paul was talking about, you're getting out of that ZPD, you know, if you're just trying to always be the number one team, but you can't make Sunday yet, well, try to make Sunday first and then figure out that stuff. So that's all I was saying there. I mean,
and the thing is that's funny, Ryan, is I literally did say that right after. I'm like, all right, this thing is, right, could have been worse. Could have gone 0-4. Goal 1, win a match. Right, now we can at least call ourselves semi-pro.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
And
right. Goal 2, win 2 matches. Then goal 3, make Sunday.
And then
right?
Goal 4, win a tournament.
Snowball
but
effect,
you gotta,
right?
you gotta take the steps.
It's the baby steps, and I think
I will say,
all of us know that it's not gonna be an overnight thing, right? It's gonna be, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Oh, exactly. And I will say, I mean, to your guys' credit, you guys take losses pretty well. I mean, shit. You guys were saying you had like a 3-hour game film session that you guys were going over.
Yeah, we literally had the entire team hopped in a Discord, watched our matches that we played on the Lone Wolf field, and then watched the best teams, right? We watched PB Fit, we watched Blast Camp, we watched GG Factory, we watched Mutiny, we watched a bunch of different teams, right?
We watched
to where like we're right? We don't want to be that team that's just like talk, right? I want to be that. I speak for Brando on this. I know I do. We want to be the team that's do, not talk, right? And the thing is, right? I'm fucking at a loss for words without sounding so stupid, to be honest. It's like I hate people who are all talk, right? I love the people that are all about the do, because the thing is, you're all talk until you do, right?
Yeah.
You can keep saying how you want to go up the ranks and everything, but it's like, dude, until you're showing up every weekend grinding, bro, right?
It's putting in the work.
It's got to show in the work.
Your actions speak louder than words. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's my biggest thing, right? Is a lot of people, because I get a lot of messages about people like, oh, dude, like, how can I join your team? Like, dude, like a lot of these people like not couldn't hang, but it's like, dude, we have a very high expectation of each other.
No, they couldn't hang, honestly.
Like, dude, with the fucking Bofa jokes, no way you can hang, bro. With the Bofa jokes, you're getting fucking roasted.
And I mean, I don't know. The DMG's culture is a good one. I think you guys have a really strong, almost, I always hate the term family with competitive sports, because it's
everybody uses it. It's so diluted.
Yeah, it's so diluted. It's so overused. But I think you guys really do have that kind of strong, like, brotherhood type background. So maybe if you don't even want to call it a family, there's something there. It's a cult. Yeah, it's on the Columbus level, type scenario. You guys all signed 25-year life deals, so
in blood.
Yeah, you guys can't go anywhere ever. No, but yeah, I just mean, like, there is that really good base of kind of trust and I cannot think of the right words to this. Just there's something more there than just 5 dudes or 7 dudes who showed up to a field and were on a team together. Like, there's been years of events. There's been years of U-Haul rides. There's been years of roller coasters. Like, it's the little shit that also is needed. And if anyone wants to come and kind of just join into that, it's incredibly hard to kind of, break into that, because it's this family that's been running for 2 to 3 years already, and you gotta catch up.
But the thing is, it's not impossible. Look at Marv.
Oh, not impossible.
Look at Marv,
no,
right?
No.
The thing,
hard.
Right?
There's a difference.
Exactly. You gotta be able to hang. It's like a fighting game. We're boxing around with like compliments and roasts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like okay, you did good here, but dude, Bofa fucked up here, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you hit him with a Bofa, right?
Yeah, and then
so you brought up Marv. I mean, but I've only been with you guys for a year.
Valid point. Valid point.
Yeah, I've only been here for a year. I came in. I knew AK. Thankfully, I knew AK before, but that was it. I didn't know anyone else on the team, and came in, and I felt like I wasn't talk at all. I just showed my actions.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the difference, right? Is because people will come and say, "Hey, how can I join?" But like not want to come to practice. It's like, man, it's just a hard decision, because it's like we don't like saying no. Eventually, that's the whole point of the camp, right? We want to train everybody up to where eventually all these people have enough skill to be our teammates.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, and that's the difference between DMG and, let's say, an organization that just has a top team. Whether it's just semi-pro or just pro, it is more of a growing environment than you'll find in other places. But yeah, I don't know. The DMG program is, I think it could do better with more support, and not even necessarily like monetization, but just like coaching, because I think that's the one thing that the program has its lack of, and not just you guys, but just kind of the whole organization. But I do think, you get a lot of strong dudes who do want to get better at paintball, and eventually they rise up through the ranks, and they get to become better players.
Yeah, like, dude, look at little Evan, bro. Evan Middleton, that kid's gonna be great. I fucking mark my words, that kid's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
and, dude, through the DMG program. Not only through the DMG program, that kid just plays a lot of paintball in general.
Yeah, he's going down to play Dub C. Right? He fucking is, he goes to like the combines and shit like that. He was in fucking France for the World Cup. Were you guys there? Because I wasn't.
I wish. Right, but the thing is, that's the kind of work that it like minimum that it takes. Right, he's always out there. If I'm being honest, That kid's out there even before sometimes I even get to the field, right, dude? Like I'm pulling up, right? But I'm a little farther
he was
away.
working harder than the pros. He was out there before the pros and after the pros. Like he was working harder than all the pros.
I will say it's a little bit easier when you just get in the car and your dad drives you, but still,
of course,
shout out Pat for being that guy, getting in the car, getting his son out there. But still, to Evan's credit, when he gets to the field, his gear is on. He is running laps around the field, getting warmed up before everyone else even has their gun assembled. So like, it's both of them together,
and he's like asking people. He's asking people to play one-on-ones. Hey, you ready to play? He's trying to get people to play.
Yeah.
When no one's playing, he's fucking running.
Dude, this is our weekly talk about Evan segment. We do this every show, man. If you guys out there have not heard of the talent of this kid, I mean, dude, he's gonna be one of those guys that we talk a lot about in paintball if he wants to stay in the game, and then maybe he grows up and wants to spend less time, maybe wants to do something else. It's on him, He is 100% right to do that. But if he wants to stay in this paintball thing, we're going to be talking about this kid on the high level.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's a freaking beast.
14, 15 years older than this kid, and I envy his work ethic on the paintball field.
He's the best player on his team, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because he puts in 10 times more work than everybody, right? And it's like, oh man, it is so rewarding to see that it's like, dude, that is the next generation.
Mm-hmm. And
like
that's what it takes.
Nico,
if you want to,
Ryan Podesta's son, dude. When I seeing him fucking come over the W and blast him, bro, that is the next generation. Mm-hmm. That one Connor Kelly kid, you know who I'm talking about. I think it's like Connor Kelly's like cousin or something like that. It looks like him.
Oh yeah, the ML Kids.
That kid's gonna be good.
Kids guy, yeah.
But Keith Thomas Taylor's son, dude, that's the next generation.
I mean, I like how all these people you've named have had really good people in their like direct families, like Thomas Taylor's son, freaking Ryan Podesta's son. Like, yeah.
But look at Evan. Look at Evan. It's not like Evan's dad played for like the Iron Man or anything like that.
No, he didn't.
Evan's dad is just a legitimate paintball patriot that loves seeing his son thrive, and his son is thriving in the sport.
Evan's got he's got the help. He's got the family behind him, and that's. That's the best thing. Also,
you can't play that young if you don't have the family behind
you. Oh, for sure. And I was going to say also, shout out to Evan. He was hitting me up for PC specs the other day, so I think he is getting into a PC gaming. So
let's fucking
we gotta
go,
get him in the
bro.
cord when he
we're at me, bro. Let's go.
So yeah,
dude, that's how we get decent at paintball, dude. Is all the Valorant we play sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played any with you guys recently. I've been losing my mind just freaking solo queuing.
It's okay, buddy. We'll play after this.
Maybe. I want to edit this and go to bed. I'm tired, dude. I did a lot of work today. I did my taxes today, bro. Fucking shout out. Got them filed.
Let's go.
Feels so good to have that off my shoulders.
Dude, adulting, bro. Let's
go. Yeah, but because of that, my brain is mush. So, but
that's
no.
Why we're here, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick you up with your mushy brain.
No, I appreciate that.
Your mushy brain.
Just to finish off that topic. So yeah, once Evan has got that and is in, we'll have to get him up to speed on Val and Among Us and all the other random shit we've been playing recently. Mm-hmm. You guys have been in your 7 days hole. That's like the one game you guys play that I don't. So it's like, all right, I see you guys have fun over there.
Dude, okay. Let me just say before we go off of gaming topics, dude. Cedar, he's gonna love this shit because I know he's listening. Dude, when Cedar showed me 7 Days to Die, this is a game where it is a hardcore survival zombie game. Like, bro, you got to drink water to survive, right? Mm-hmm. It's that detailed, right? And
survival shooter, yeah.
Right? Not even really shooter, dude. Guns are pretty rare in that shit, not gonna lie. At least from what I play, right?
Yeah.
It's like a kind of game where it's chunky, it's clunky as fuck. But man, dude, when you have the boys on, something about it's like Minecraft, bro. Something about building something with your boys, right? It's like, oh, and the thing is, right, every 7 days, like blood moon comes up, dude, zombies come out, right? You start getting hunted by these zombies. Dude, when you're back against the wall, just fucking mowing down these zombies like endlessly with your boys, dude, back to back, ready to die. Woo! Dude, there's like no other feeling, dude. There's like no other feeling because it's like, dude, these guys have my back, and if we're gonna die, we're dying together.
Yeah, that just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't like.
Thing is, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, it's not the one for me.
We'll find a game like that for you.
Well, I think that's the thing. Any of those survival games, I'm really not a fan of because I don't know.
I'm Minecraft?
like, yeah, I played Minecraft back in the day, but like that's not, I don't know, that's not my shit. I like the more stuff that's like, I don't know, like the game I'm looking forward to, and I'm gonna play the beta when it comes out this weekend, try to check it out a little bit. But Diablo 4, I think that'll be hella fun. I played Diablo 3 when I was a kid, and kind of, I don't know, enjoyed that grind of like seeing your character level up as you know, get the, you know, the higher levels, but then also is like, ooh, I got the right piece of leg armor. Now I'm ascended. Like I can now kill everything, and
dude,
those power spikes always feel good. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. That'll probably be the next one I spend some time on. But the beta's coming out this week. I don't think it actually comes out until June, so there's a little bit of time. But yeah, I mean,
you know what is coming out this week?
Fucking Resident Evil 4. I'm gonna finish my topic though.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Val's still fun. I have not really had anyone to play with recently, and I don't know if anyone listening to this podcast solo queues Valorant, but there's a special place in heaven if you can do that without like raging and trying to, like, I don't know, just end your own life at a certain point. Because
I would agree.
My God, I've literally been like doing good, getting kills, not dying, loss, and it's just
that's funny, Ryan. Relating to that is I just saw a Barstool posted a clip of it today, right? Where there's a bar in Rome where if you drop a nuke in Call of Duty,
I saw this one.
You get drunk for free, like, dude. And it's like all these girls, they're like, oh, it's like they're all fucked up trying to play Call of Duty, trying to get drunk for free. Dude, those are my teammates.
Okay,
those are like, my teammates.
Where is this going? How is this?
Cause those are my teammates. The ones that are like, oh, dude, let's get fucked up and play. Those are my teammates all the time. Dude.
I always laugh my ass off too when you're playing with this dude and you're like, what fucking rank are you? Like, why are you in here? And you get to the end of the game and he's a higher rank than you, and you're like, am I that bad? like god damn.
Everybody has a bad game, but god damn, that guy sucked bad.
Yeah, like, okay. Is he throwing? I think he's throwing. He's definitely throwing.
Yes. It's like, dude, sometimes like I'll cut spectating my friend. He's like, my friend's killing it, dead. Watching the guy, dude, it's like just staring off into like Neverland and just chilling, and then he all of a sudden flips a switch, God mode, dude. Some kind of 12-year-old prodigy.
Little Timmy comes back.
Little Timmy, 12-year-old Timmy, just dominating the entire lobby.
Yeah,
right?
Just hits his aim key or something. But
it's like, what the hell, dude? But dude, Resident Evil 4, dude, I took a day off work for that shit.
So that comes out.
So excited.
When?
That comes out Friday.
Oh, okay. I'll be playing the D4 beta at the same time, so we can be on Discord together. We
can
be talking about
Discord,
our games.
Play some solo games, dude.
Dude, no, D4 I think will be sick because there's actually a lot of like online type features. Like you can run a lot of content co-op and with other people. You're gonna hate the answer, so don't even look it up.
Is it full 60?
It's 70 for the base. Woo! The deluxe version or the like advanced version, like a little bit extra version, is 80, and then the like most expensive one is 90. But the base is 70. That's the
all right, I'm gonna need some feedback before I make that purchase.
No, I mean you're fine. I think it's also one of those games that like you pay $70 for, and if you do enjoy it, you can get hundreds of hours because it's. I don't know if have you ever played an MMO of any sort?
Dude, I love Destiny. Before Destiny started getting a little bit too ridiculous.
That's not an MMO Destiny. Though. Like I see what you're saying. It's got elements of it, but yeah, like I like Lost Ark, New World, freaking WoW back in the day. You ever play any of those?
I wouldn't even say I dabbled in WoW. I would say I went on twice.
Okay, so no. All right, I got you.
No, but Destiny is my closest look.
Okay, so imagine the time sink you put into that and make it 100 times more, and that's like typical MMOs and I don't know, stuff like that. So like Diablo, if it's good, there'll be hundreds of hours that you can get from it. But if it's not, then yeah, definitely don't pick it up. So
Brando, we gotta get you a computer so you can play with us, bro.
We gotta get you a computer so that way people can see you during the show.
I think that's
you guys can't see me right now.
We can see you. You're just a little delayed.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Dude, it could be worse.
We just saw the
have
fuck.
you at home.
Really? How many fingers am I holding up?
One.
Fuck.
Okay. It could be worse though.
That is true. We could not have Brandon, and you know what? I'd rather have some Brandon than no Brandon.
Exactly. So thank you, Brando, for blessing us with your presence, like always, bro.
You're welcome.
We just need to get you a computer, bro. We got you a mullet. Now we just need to get you a computer.
Yo, you know what would be amazing? You just go up to your fiance and be like, "Hey, babe, I know how we're trying to like maybe save up, get our own place. Gaming computer." See how that conversation goes over.
I mean, she's not. She's for it. It's
not
just there's no space,
it.
She's not against it. Exactly.
Yeah. No,
There's
I
no
think you said
space.
that
No
before.
space for it.
You guys you need your own space. You need too much space.
Need my own space.
Hey, bro.
Our own space.
Hey, Brando,
Our own goddamn internet.
If you trust us to teach you like paintball, dude, we'll turn you into at least a decent Valorant player.
We'll make you better than AK. Okay, I can say that. We can for sure make you better than AK.
Without a doubt. I mean, dude, game on, dude, he already did, bro. I'm
already better.
That one blew my mind.
He did. Yeah, he technically had a better KD than AK.
Bro. I had him. So the story is, I had Brando jump on one of my alternate accounts for Valorant, right? Guy.
What do we call them?
This alternate account.
No,
alternate account.
What if we came up with a great name? It was like Tactical Friends Playing with Account
Tactical
or
Friend
something.
Booster.
Tactical Friend Booster.
Right, and so I put Brando on that, dude. A guy locks into one of the worst characters in the game. Stuck with it, dude, and somehow
Yoru insta-locked.
Yeah, Yoru insta-locked somehow does better than the guy that's been actually like practicing like decently for the past like 6 months. But the thing is with AK, dude, he's internet, dude. He lives up in the sticks, and dude, he just can't get the good internet.
I don't even think it's fully his internet too.
Because you're muted, Ryan. You're muted, Ryan.
Thank you for telling me that. I don't think it's fully his internet too, because I think I've said this on the show, but we went through one night. I had him show me his task manager, show me his specs. Dude, this kid's running like a 2012 AMD CPU. Like, thing isn't even from this decade, so that may not help either.
Yeah, so people who don't know computers, that one is a very outdated piece of hardware.
Well, that's what I mean. It's from the year 2012. It's over a decade old. Like, that's all you need to know.
It's getting crazy, bro, dude. PC specs, I think it's going to be like, dude, the minimum you're going to need is going to be like 16 RAM, dude. You're going to need...
16 gigs RAM is kind of becoming min for most games. At least, like, the recommended stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I got.
That's also... I don't know, because that one's a little weird, too, because really, most general day-to-day people, especially gamers, probably will never need more than 16. Now, if you're doing, like, the stuff I do, server stuff, rendering, editing, stuff like that, having more helps, but...
gay porn.
Yeah, having, like, at least 3 or 4
takes up a lot of
tabs
space.
of that. Yeah, that's just my fourth monitor. I actually have a TV here that just goes all day, so, it's... Yeah.
If you listen real close, listeners, you could hear it in the background.
No, it's muted to keep them concentrated.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away. I that would be miserable. But yeah, no, fuck. What were we even talking about? RAM? Oh yeah, so memory space.
I got called out on gay porn, bro.
Oh, God damn! How did I know?
What are we ramming?
What are we? Oh. No, it's just fun when you try to actually have like a fluid podcast and you guys don't want to say anything other than gay porn jokes. So, yeah, what else you guys got to talk about this week?
Dude,
because I was going to go to our ad read, but we probably shouldn't do that now.
Dude, I mean, you're realistically right.
But, realistically.
Hey, but I will say though, dude, Liquid IV. That shit helped me out. That shit helped me all weekend, dude, when I was by myself.
We love their product, but we're not talking about their product, especially after a horrible outro into their product like that. Their ad rep would not be a fan of that if we did that behavior. That was just me saying it. One was just me saying it. Yeah, they're just, that was a free one. That one doesn't count. That was a free one.
That one does not count. That was out of my own jurisdiction because I love it so much.
All right.
But anyway, dude, the thing is,
do we want to maybe talk about the video we're filming this week and then we can finally get to it?
Oh, okay. I'm down.
All right, so I'm kind of excited about it. We've got a little bit of an idea. So everyone in paintball always has been saying, paintball markers are pretty much, they're all kind of good at this point. No matter which one you have, they're pretty good. They all shoot 10-5, all that stuff. Well, we're going to see how much the equipment actually matters by doing a little 1v1 tournament. And the way it's going to work is the winner of the point is actually going to have their marker downgraded. So we're going to start at 10.5 electric, then we're going to go down to a mech gun, and then after that, you don't get a hopper anymore. You have to musket ball everything. And then after that, you get a slingshot. And the first contestant to win 4 rounds with all 4 of the weapons will win that set and move on, and will determine the ultimate paintball champion. So yeah, stay tuned. This video is probably gonna be, I don't know, when this video comes out, it'll be maybe in the works pretty soon. But yeah, we're gonna go film it this weekend out at Capitol Edge. So get excited about that.
I'm excited. I think that with the general crowd that's probably gonna be out there, I think we might low-key have an audience. You know, might have some cheerleaders on the side, the peanut gallery, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, and I definitely think that at least a lot of guys from our squad definitely want to participate because, dude, that stuff's gonna be so. The thing is, if you don't have a team that's like adventurous like that, dude, that's willing to do like funny shit like that, dude, at that point you're just like the normal weekend warrior goobers. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, dude.
No, you're right. Well, and
team building.
I think one thing that'll help you guys gotta pay attention and listen up a little bit because the balls one, you guys are stretching me a little thin, and this is gonna be an even bigger endeavor. So yeah, I'm gonna need all ears, all eyes. Quiet coyote.
Quiet
Coyote.
Why my balls interview was first, bro, to get that shit out of the way.
That is true. Yeah, because then you could flash Cedar your ass the whole time during his interview. Because I know that happened, and you're supposed to be the guy helping me, Hatch. All right, so
did you see how big his smile was? You see how big his smile was?
Yeah, I also heard him crack up through half the interview questions. So you know what? I need some seriousness here, buddy.
The hard thing is that is my serious. Not gonna lie, but
do you guys see what I'm working with? You guys want more content, but this is what I have to work with. I got a dude who's gonna be naked half the time.
Showing his ass. I get how this tied into gay porn. Okay.
God damn it, Brandon, we were so close.
Nah, dude. Bro, dude,
I was literally gonna fuck you.
So, little funny thing, speaking of that, so we were driving to the event in the U-Haul, right? Brando knows exactly what I'm talking about, bro. It's weird. It's me, Marv, Brando, and Caden, right?
Piece of
I think
shit,
AJ's
Brandon.
driving. Dude, we have the president of the NXL directly behind us.
Oh God. Okay.
Right. And so the guy, no joke, makes eye contact with Marv through the window that has no tinting on it, right? So he sees Marv already. And then I go, all right, Brando, what are the odds you show him your ass right now? Right, and just press your cheeks up against because the thing we were doing that to a bunch of people, right? When Michelle was driving behind us,
Hatch,
we flashed Michelle.
I swear to God, you're like straight from the '90s, dude. Like this was a joke that was from the '90s, mooning everyone. No one does this anymore.
But the thing, because low key,
we do.
Like it's very frowned
Hatch
upon.
does.
It's very frowned upon. Thing is, at least we knew him, right? And
also, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're actually admitting to a low-grade sex crime right now, but it's cool. We can keep going
because. Ready? Here we go. I go, Brando, what are the odds, right? We're playing the odds game. And he goes, I think it was either Brando or Micah, right? And we go, what are the odds? And we're like, all right, between 1 and 5, right? And then, I assume you know how the odds games works, where it's
so it's like
1,
if we
2,
say
3,
the same
and then you say a
number, then
you gotta
have to
do
do it. Yeah.
Right? And he says 4, I say 5, bro, I was triggered. I was so mad, right? Because the thing is, the guy Tom Cole already made eye contact with Marv, bro. He was like a what's up through the window of a U-Haul. So I think legitimately, man, we could have gotten some brownie points to Tom Cole.
So brownie points or never would have been able to play in NXL again, but either one is okay.
The thing is, Tom Cole, he's a good sport about it.
Yeah.
He's a good sport about it.
Again, Hatch, I don't know if everyone wants to see your ass. I really think that's just you.
It wasn't mine, so we're good.
But just asses in general. Like that would generally upset me a little bit if in 2023 someone's mooning me. It's like, dude, this joke was 20 years old at this point.
I'm gonna give you a little butt cheek the next time I drive by.
And I'm gonna swear to God, I'm gonna go find the nearest marker.
I'm calling the cops.
No, I'm not calling the cops. I'm gonna hit you with a paintball though. But I put a nice little bruise on the fucking cheek. Just like
I gotta roll up the window extra fast.
Yeah, just go, go. He's coming.
And the thing is, it's so slow, right? It's not like I can crank it up super fast. It's like slowly going up, almost getting annihilated.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds like a great idea. You know what also sounds like a great idea? finally telling the audience about our lovely sponsor, because it has finally been more than about a minute or so since one of you guys has said a horrible thing. So Liquid IV, got to keep plowing before you guys have a chance to. They're a great sponsor, and they help out our show. So we do appreciate them giving us some support over here. They are a great hydration product. So if you need to get re-energized or rehydrated, they're definitely probably your place to go. They've got 3 times more electrolytes than most sports drinks, and yes, this includes both Gatorade and Prime. If you're looking vitamins wise, they got B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C in it, so helps pep you up a little bit. Also has some immunity booster with that vitamin C in there. And yeah, I mean, whether you either need to have some hydration for out at the paintball field, or you're going to be spending all day out there sweating in the hot heat, or maybe you just drank too much last night, you're hungover, and now you need to replace that water as well. It's great for either of those scenarios. And there's also a lot of great flavors. My favorite is lemon lime. Now, I did just order, they have a new flavor, strawberry lemon, or a strawberry lemonade. So I put in an order for lemon lime, strawberry lemonade, and watermelon. So I'm gonna be excited to kind of check out all of those. I mean, obviously I already know I love the lemon lime, but the strawberry lemonade and watermelon will be new for me. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I really have to say on them on my fancy read, but, we love Liquid IV. It definitely helped get us through the Florida event, and we're going to have it out probably at the next one in Austin as well. And, hey, same thing with CEPL. So if you see one of us and want to try out a Liquid IV pouch, definitely, yeah, let us know. What were you going to say, Ash?
Dude, literally reffing. I will chug one of those right before reffing because, dude, you're out in the sun all day, out in the heat, dude. Sometimes you don't have a lot of time to run back in and grab a bunch of water, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, dude, Liquid IV satisfies me for the entire day, no overheating. Overall, just a fantastic product. And that's not even me speaking for ad wise. I'm speaking out of my true word, dude. Liquid IV, that is my shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest thing too, is a lot of people, there is kind of the miseducation of, even if you're just drinking water, you may still not be completely hydrated because your body also needs sodium, some carbohydrates, and other things to be able to absorb that water and actually get it into your bloodstream and help you out. So even if you're just pounding water after water, you might not be getting nearly as hydrated as you could be with, let's say 2 of those waters and then 1 stick of this and 1 of them. But yeah, I mean, definitely go check it out. If you want to check it out using our special code, Mafia _Moffitt, MAFIA _MOFFITT, you'll get 20% off as well as free shipping. So once again, you can head over to liquidiv.com, grab yourself some product, and use that code Mafia _Moffitt. And yeah, save yourself a little money, and it'll show up right to your door. But yeah, once again, thank you, Liquid IV. We appreciate your guys' support. And
thank you, Liquid IV.
Yeah, we'll talk about you more on the next episode as well.
Mm-hmm. Because dude, our Airbnb, dude, was littered in dude, with Liquid IV pouches, bro.
The pouches,
it was absolutely insane.
Not gonna lie, my room at the media house had the same type of thing. There's a couple of those on the floor.
And the thing is, right, dude, keeping especially if you got to play in the Florida heat, bro, that is some heat that, dude, some people are not ready for, right?
It's more than just the heat in Florida, it's the humidity,
bro, because
that's
what gets you.
We Sacramento will get some 105, 107 days. We get up there, but it's dry. It's not zapping it from you.
You get in you just walk into the shade in the heat here, hot. And you're cool. Well, no, you'll cool off.
Oh, here, yeah.
Here, yeah. But there's no escaping it.
Dude, I'll
yes and no. I mean, we had a nice ass setup at the Lone Wolf tent. We had a fan getting some cool air, kind of pushing that through with all the kind of the canopy tents underneath. So. Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
us peasants,
you can get away from it, but you got to work hard. It's not like, okay, I'm just gonna go cool down.
Yeah, it's a process getting cold in Florida, if you're outside. Mm. So, shout out to Liquid IV. Without them, dude,
without them, you guys wouldn't have won a game. So
literally, without them,
potentially, you wouldn't have played a game.
+5 efficiency works.
+5 efficiency, +5 speed. It's a general overall stat booster. So for all you RPG nerds out
efficiency. So, dude, we're blessed. we're blessed. And the thing is, now that it's like we're coming back, event's over, right now grinding starts for the next one. We just got to start thinking about what's going to be the journey ahead, right? And especially for you, Ryan. Are you excited? What do you got going on for Texas? You got anything specifically you can share?
I like how you say that like media deals are thought up more than 2 weeks before events.
That's why I'm asking.
I have no clue.
I'm not a media guy.
I know I've booked flights for that in Philly, so I'll be there, and I also have. I think I have a place to stay in Texas, but yeah. I mean, we'll see. I'll reach out to the same people I worked with at the last event and kind of see if they want some more help or not, or need it, or maybe if I have to go find a new suitor for my my abilities, my talents. So yeah, it's I don't know, dude. It's definitely not like playing. Like it's not like I'm gonna be playing with DMG all year. We're gonna be playing this division. It's kind of more like event. You're a gun for hire.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know that, right? So I guess that definitely enlightens me more when it comes to.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not a media guy.
Yeah, well, and that's also hard to say too, because I guarantee you, there's probably guys who have year-long contracts or something like that with whatever company they're working with. But yeah. Not. I mean, I don't know. Not all of us do.
But hey, man, let me just say, Ryan, I think whoever you do get picked up with, bro, they're lucky to have you, bro, because dude, seriously, you are one of the most talented guys that we have legitimately filming out there. So I just want to
trying, man, just trying to make decent content. Trying to, been thinking about things similar to how, I talk with Matt a lot. I like Matt the Gym Rat. He's definitely one of my more favorite guys, and trying to analyze stuff kind of the way he does, and what makes good content, not just for paintball players, but just YouTube people in general. So yeah, I mean, that's what the most recent one, that's kind of where that stemmed from, that mic'd up, having myself mic'd up on the sidelines, kind of, showing people a little content they won't normally get to see. And then, this next one, trying to do something funny, doing something almost like reality television-esque, but, kind of more centered around paintball and more centered around, an actual kind of theory of like, does the gun matter? Do you need a CS2, or can a musket ball EMEC work?
I think what really gets a lot of the clicks is.
I really want to hear what gets a lot of the clicks.
You ready for the vault?
Okay.
What question does a noob ask himself before they play the first time ever playing paintball? Do paintballs hurt? Right? Does the paintball gun matter?
Do paintballs hurt? That you literally just described Matt's video.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Right? The thing is that one did well because legitimately that one's like an educational one, to where it's like legitimately if someone were to go play paintball and they want to, like, before they go, they're like, oh, I'm gonna Google do paintball hurt, dude. I bet that's like the first video that comes up. Do paintball hurt?
Do paintball hurt?
Paintball no hurt.
Paintball no hurt.
Right? Paintball no hurt when adrenaline
we just go 100% Harambe there. That was fire.
Fuck, why'd you say that, bro? Shout out to
rest
Harambe,
in peace.
bro.
Rest in peace, King.
They never should have killed him, bro. That's bullshit.
That girl.
God damn it, bro. Dude, he was just picking the kid's pants up and everything. God, why'd you bring that up? Now I'm mad.
He's actually mad.
Bro. Dude, I love Harambe, bro. He did not
rest in power, King.
Come on, man. My old background was
is your dicks out for Harambe?
With, like, the
so everyone remember that song?
Illuminati triangles.
I
love that shit, dude.
But yeah, Harambe. Fuck, I do not know where we were before I talked about the gorilla.
I don't know,
dude. What makes a good video? And I think you were saying what, like, the kind of noobish questions. I think that some of it.
Like the one old school one, how to reload like a pro. That one, dude, went fucking crazy. Right? Like how to be pro in paintball, right?
That's
that one
our meme.
Went crazy.
Like that's right? Paintball's meme is reloading like a pro. Like, I don't know. That's probably one of the oldest jokes I would say that we have in our sport, like consistently over the years.
I would agree. That's one of the ones that hasn't really changed.
Yeah, I mean, we can almost say like it was Nikki and Todd Martinez who came up with that shit, like during Short Bus. Like that's probably one of the first places where that like became very well known.
I forgot what guy it was, but it was like man, I don't remember his name, but he was like, he looked like Matty Marshall, but like more Mr. Clean-esque. I forgot what his fucking name was, but he was like a paintball guy that I remember I would watch him, and he did like he modified like one of his biggest videos. Like he modified a Pinocchio to shoot like 50 cal balls. On like,
I know Mike Phillips.
You know who
Mike
I'm talking
Phillips,
about.
Tech PB baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? I remember watching that when I was younger, and I was like, dude, I have to watch this shit. Like I have to watch the whole thing, right?
So it's funny you bring this up because another guy that I mean some of our audience may know, Team Insanity. I don't know if you guys ever watched this back in the day. But I actually met Jake from Team Insanity. You guys know about this, but the podcast people don't yet. Yeah, he just ended up at the Lone Wolf house one night. I think he has some connection with them. He does some work and stuff with them, something like that. But yeah, it was hella funny because I was like, at first I'm like, that voice is very familiar. I've definitely heard it before in my life. And then he introduced himself as Jake, and I kind of like put it all together, and I was like, oh damn! Dude, Jake, I used to watch a lot of your YouTube videos. What's up, man?
Yeah. Dude, I remember seeing the video of him like freezing a gun in ice.
Yep.
Right? Dude, it's like that's like a noob question. Dude, can a paintball gun freeze? Right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Well,
right?
It's funny. He was telling me kind of his thought process behind a lot of that stuff was just like, well, let's just break shit. Like breaking shit gets views, so let's just break shit because it makes people upset, or they're like, oh, that's kind of dope. Like you're putting it through its paces.
But either way, you're getting views no matter what they look at it, right?
Yeah.
It's a view. They're like, oh, look at this guy wasting a fucking gun. Oh my god, throwing it. And it's like, oh, dude, I never would have guessed that would have happened. Right? There's all different kinds of reactions, but the thing is, he got the views, right?
Yeah.
And I think that that's low key like one of those like quote unquote like paintball patriots from back in the day, right? Dude, because that was
he's up there with like the first
content.
I mean, dude, you can add like Alabaster Slim to that, like
without a doubt, dude.
High quality ass MagFed gameplay from back in the day.
Dude, Nightmare PB, bro. If you get a shout out from that one song, dude, Shooting Paint, bro, you deserve to be on there. Bro, you know what I'm saying, dude? Like all those guys were Wolf's Den, dude. You know, was Die Damn, you know,
well,
dude, right?
I've never been a huge Wolf fan because I think
I'm just
Wolf
saying in general
because
he was mentioned in that song.
I do think he's obviously a creator who's made a lot of good content for paintball for a number of years, so I do have to tip my hat to him on that side.
Right, so it's like they're showing, and the thing is he's showing a completely different light than what we're showing, right? We're showing speedball, you know, more of that tournament side, and he's about the guy that's always going out on the weekends just having a fucking blast playing scenario ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe not even just recreationally doing it, but just a lot more enjoyment from the like tactical like woods type scenarios instead of, you know, hyperball, inflated air tubes, shit like that.
Have you guys ever played scenario? Any scenario games?
I haven't been able to play
like
one.
A local field.
Like I've played, I mean, you know, shooters. Like I've played in the woods a lot, but I've never been able to play like a large scenario big game or something like that.
Man. A couple of years ago, Rich Telford used to have like a North and South game, NorCal versus SoCal, up in Ione at
oh shit,
West Coast Adventure Park, before they closed. It was like, I don't know, he had it for like 5 or 6 years in a row, and yeah, we'd go up there. That was the only scenario games I had experience in, and they're cool. Yeah, they're legitimately fun. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, it's so much different.
They actually do seem like a great time. One of the videos I found when I was doing that whole balls video, William Shatner used to host his own like big game a couple times. Like,
is that guy famous? That name seems pretty famous.
He's a little famous, just a little.
Excuse me, my throat fucking caught me at the wrong time there. I have not had enough water near me. No, William Shatner. He played Captain Picard, right, from Star Trek? Yeah,
and Professor X from X-Men.
Yeah, a lot of other really popular things. But dude, he did this whole like documentary charity big game thing for a couple of years. You can look it up on YouTube if you want to see the footage. But it's funny, like there's one time with it, like he goes on this whole like acting thing where he like fake surrenders himself and like gets in close to the enemy and then kills their captain and everything. And it was hilarious because one of the dudes with him was like, "Sir, you really are Captain Picard." And I was laughing. I was like, damn, that's a nerd right there. But no, it was really cool to see you know, someone like that from Hollywood kind of get into the spirit of paintball way back in the day, like 2004, 2003, I want to say.
Dude, yeah. I think that I remember hearing this. Oh, my bad, Brando. I'm sorry. Go ahead, dude.
Oh, no, I didn't have anything really to say. I just they're fun, but I can't see myself doing it every weekend.
I like the competitive edge of it, right? Obviously, that's more of like a fun based thing,
Yeah.
right?
Like, yeah. No, I guess what I was gonna say is like I probably wouldn't play one every weekend, same thing. But like, if I could ever go play Living Legends, I would in a heartbeat.
Oh,
like that's
hell
you know, D-Day. If I got a chance to go play Oklahoma D-Day one time, I think that'd be so much fun.
That'd be fire, dude. We should look plan something like that.
D-Day skirmish, one of those. Oh my god.
Ion, yeah.
I think so. The thing is, like, what you guys brought up with William Shatner, dude. Like, Be Real, right? Stoned Assassins, right? I remember when he was on Joe Rogan, right? He was saying how, dude, even Will Smith was into paintball a little bit, like just playing, having some fun, right? And it's like, it's just crazy to think about. It's like, dude, you know, it's just it's a sport that it's just so fun that anybody can play it.
You want to know who's into paintball? And it like blew my mind when I found out. Fucking Dan Bilzerian.
Dan Bilzerian, bro.
Have you seen? So he had a paintball field at his house. Like he had custom Ignite sup airball bunkers with like this whole netted off area. I think there's like a whole bunch of HK Army shit. I don't know if it was ever even used, but like I remember seeing like a kind of clip of this in like one of his house walkthroughs or some shit.
What?
I don't know if it was ever even used. Maybe it was just some shit he built and was like, fuck it, someone may play that someday, but it won't be me.
That's fucking badass.
But yeah, people know about this game. I mean, shit, I saw a comment on that Mic'd Up video. One of the guys was like, they didn't even know paintball was still going. Like they played MPPL back in the days, but they just didn't realize the sport continued. They just thought it kind of came to a fault at some point.
I see a lot of comments like that where they're like, oh, I used to play back in the day. Like I think when it switched from like that early 2000s, like in PPL, like PSP to like the modern day PSP NXL, that was when obviously
that's when we lost people. Yeah,
that was exactly when we lost people.
It was kind of in that gap. Yeah. Well, it was before that 2015 reigniting year of NXL.
Yeah, maybe just the information just wasn't getting over to them, right?
Well,
to where it's.
I think you're also looking at it. The biggest thing that happened was the money left. I mean, in 2008, a global recession happened, and literally, 75% of the people who played paintball all of a sudden instantly were not able to play paintball anymore. So that really took a large part of the player pool. But then, even years after that, like there was just no funding for the sport because now it was seen as like kind of this risky offshoot thing. Like, dude, 2010, 2011, those years, it was very dark. There's no funding. There's no love really. It was just trying to survive.
It's crazy because that's when like I start like I remember when I first saw paintball in 2012 and 13, right? That was when I was like, oh, dude, this shit's so cool. But I'm pretty sure I was like, I remember watching some of these like paintball videos that were like from like the Trauma Head stuff like back in the day, and I was like, dude, that's what I want paintball to be like, right? And so when I first got into it, right?
I think the biggest thing that changed that was how YouTube it opened up so many more people to be able to see the sport that normally you would only see it on those DVD and VHS type documentaries, whether it was Dur Trauma Head, stuff like that back in the day.
Yeah, I would agree completely.
Because PB Nation, that's one of the first places where I found competitive paintball, was just watching the documentaries and stuff on there. And that help gives you, kind of an entryway into the sport. Yeah, I mean, dude, shit, I could probably say the same thing about F1. Like, I first kind of saw F1 content on YouTube, not even the sport itself. I saw people playing the game, and, like, there was just a dude who was really funny, and I liked his commentary, so I started watching it, and that kind of got me into the sport. And, yeah, that's just something that's not really shown much here on America on TV. Well, it's definitely getting bigger nowadays, but, 4 or 5 years ago, it was still seen as a really small sport here.
I mean, just YouTube in general is just like almost like a catalyst for so many things. Paintball. I like this video that you just sent, Hatch.
That was the first video that dude. That was like the first video that I've almost ever seen. Where I was like,
I still go back and watch it. Yeah.
I'm getting tongue tied.
The music,
I think this is the one I'm thinking of too, but I would have to like actually click through, and I don't want to mess up the podcast. But
you're good.
Yeah, a lot of people have similar moments like that. I'm trying to think.
When it's like I'm looking at these thumbnails, dude. Some of these pros are still playing to this day.
A lot of them are
wild.
Right, like I'm looking at a thumbnail. I see Thomas Taylor in there, right?
Yeah.
It's like.
Well, that was like most of the talking
balls.
about that balls video. Most of the footage I used was of like JC, of like fucking Alex and Ryan and Yosh and like all these. Colt Roberts was in there. Like I think a young Archie was also in there at some point. It's like all these guys are still playing pro.
It's so amazing to see because it's like, dude, there's not many sports where you can. I am sending the same one.
Yeah, you just keep spamming us with literally the identical.
Yeah, my bad, dude. That one was my bad. But it's crazy because, like, dude, you can't see the NFL won't do that, bro. Right? It's like once someone gets to a certain age, dude, they're out. Right?
Well, I think that's not a great argument because I think the NFL. Average. Yes, no, you're right, but I think the NFL it's a lot harder to play until you're 45. Considering how physical of a game it is, and what are you doing? Oh, okay, you're still spamming.
That was, dude, when Sail from AWOL Nation first came out, bro, that was like the best paintball song I've ever heard.
Yeah, you're probably right. If people have been watching the show, they've watched me get more and more of a dry throat. I really need to go get water. So can you guys keep the show going for a second?
I got it. We got it.
So what's up, Brando? What is your thing, bro? When it comes
back to the gay porn. So
no. Hell yeah, bro.
No. So I don't know. We briefly touched on like the whole YouTube thing. God, dude. I just like felt like it's a catalyst for for getting just more being more I guess available. It's not the word I wanted to use, but it reaches more people, it's not the word I want to use. God damn it.
It's like at least those videos that the videos that I was sending, like that reminds me, some people might be able to relate to this, but like the way like FaZe was, right? Where it's like, dude, you were watching Call of Duty clips and stuff like that, right? Obviously I'm a gamer, so I'm really back to gaming. But
that's what I was trying to relate it to. But yeah,
like seeing like FaZe Clan like going off and doing their thing, like doing trick shots, montages, dude. It was like it made me want to go do that stuff. So it's like some of the videos, right, where it's like the what we do on Sundays, what we do on Saturdays. This is paintball by Hodge, right, dude? Look those videos up. Those videos are so good, right? Watching those videos when I was a kid, I was like, dude, I have to go do that. That looks like so much fun. Obviously, I looked not like, dude, hindsight, I probably looked like a complete fucking goober, right? At going out there trying to look like that. But right, it's the seed that gets planted, right? Just from those little videos, right? Where it's like as kids, like with FaZe Clan, right? You would see FaZe Ran and all them back in the day, Dude, you're like, dude, I want to be in FaZe Clan. That's what I want to do, right? That's like a goal to shoot for when you're young, right? And for me, it was like, dude, I want to be a pro paintball player one day, right? Seeing this stuff, it honestly was like life-changing.
I like how you talked about FaZe Clan and none of us phased the fuck up, so I finally
phase the fuck down, bro. Phase down,
up, bro. No, it's phase the fuck up.
I'm an Optic fan, but I'm just like...
I was also I grew up an Optic fan, bro. Nate Shot grew up like that scump.
Well, so I feel like Hatch is just flip-flopping here. I actually never really liked FaZe. I was never really kind of a fan of them because I always thought they were like super cringy and like...
I like Jeff.
I just never really liked the whole organization, but I agree. I was always a Hex fan, Nade Shot, Scumpy. Like, dude, those guys back in the day, fucking... Holy shit. They were the kings, and fuck, Scump still is the king, just barely, just retired this last season, the year before.
Sad, bro.
Like,
no, it was this like year. 2 months ago.
Year.
Yeah, no, okay, it was this year. So I mean, shit, dude, like that's an example of a Greenspan-esque figure for another sport. That's definitely one of the guys right there.
That's like fucking Tom Brady retiring,
Yeah.
Like, dude, Scump was that guy.
Yeah, so. I mean, our sport just happens to have many of those guys.
Yeah, our sport does have a lot of those guys or at least more legendary names because it's just so niche.
It's so niche, and also, I mean, hell, our sport even has more history than COD. It has more history than even CS, Counter-Strike, esports, like stuff like that. I mean, you know, our game has been played since the 90s on like a sort of competitive level, and then through that it kind of got funneled into these like professional type leagues where you had very, very high level people playing, and you know, it's been doing that for almost 30-ish years now.
Yeah, I think that, dude, paintball's still in its infancy. At least I think paintball's still in its infancy.
No, I agree. I thought Brandon would maybe have something to say there. He's doing his mute up and research.
A video was playing, and like I couldn't get it to shut up.
This is why we don't watch videos mid podcast.
I didn't mean to click it.
This is what we do on Sundays. Oh, okay, yeah. So these videos are Hodge, HODGE. Yeah, I remember seeing those back in the day. I just remember seeing one clip in one of those videos of a dude just becoming a flamethrower. Like, I think he like breaks a ball and just doesn't clear it as he runs down a side and is just slinging paint. Not even paint though, like actual paint.
Like literally just painting the guy.
Yeah, not a ball. Like, yeah. Well, it's like, have you seen that clip? I think GI just reposted it the other day of, but the dude at ICPL who is just covered in purple or pink, but he isn't out because he never got hit. But yeah, he's just been getting sprayed through the hyperball tube.
At that point, I'm like, yo, ref, wipe me off.
Can I wipe my mask, please? Like, he could not see shit.
At that point, dude, where do you even find a clean part on your body to wipe that? Because he's covered, right?
Hand, do something. Like,
yeah.
Dude, my first NXL event, I remember diving into a Dorito, and I slid further than I wanted to. I slid right into the Dorito, hit the Dorito, and I got rub on my lens. And I came up and I pointed at it, at the ref, like, hey, and I pointed at the bunker, pointed at the bunker. The ref next to me was like, all right, you're fine. Am I supposed to wipe it? I don't know. So I just like, okay, I'll play.
Played with a blob.
And yeah, the ref on the 50-yard line, she sees it, she comes running over, throws a flag on it, and I was like, oh, fuck, do I wipe? Like, I don't know, midpoint, do I just ask, like, hey, it's rub, can I wipe this? I don't know.
How do you handle that? Because
I've seen some where that happens, right, and then they do wipe it, and then the crowd on the sidelines is going fucking crazy, like, he just wiped a hit. It's like, bruh, it's like, not obviously rub, but obviously their perspective.
Well, yeah, I don't know, it's also... Yeah, because I guess I've seen that on the pro side. Like, I've seen some guys, sometimes a ref will run in, like, see something's rub, and then kind of, like, give it a little scuff. So it's like, even if it's...
So other refs aren't running in, throwing a
I guess, yeah, but it's like, it kind of just makes it look at least a little more, like, not, I don't know, not a bright, hot spot, you know?
Right, or at least, like, when we're reffing, like, CPL, right? Because it's like, we have, like, specific hand signals where it's like, hey, you're watching this guy from the inside, I'm watching him from the outside, right? Or it's like, say if Brando's on the Dorito side and I'm on the snake side, he sees the guy dive into the snake but brushes past like the god or something, right? Brando will give me a hand signal where he's like, yo, like, all fucking blurry. He'll be like, yo, pack, rub, right? And at that point, I'm like, oh, got it, right?
Yeah, that's universal in paintball. If this is rub. If you ever see a ref doing this and you don't know what that means, it means rub. It means paint is from a bunker. Yeah, he's
maniacally waiting. I fucking dare you to cheat. That's me.
Who gets this flag?
Who gets this flag?
Yeah. Who's the lucky one today? But, you know, early bird gets the red bird. You know what they say.
Throwing a bird on that, baby.
And the thing is, I hate throwing penalties, bro. Because I hate
you
changing
hate
the outcome of a
them.
point.
I think that's the thing.
I hate giving them, and I hate getting them. Because, dude,
I think you like giving them sometimes.
No, sometimes, but
I have you on video getting a little excited to be able to throw a penalty on someone.
But okay, let me just say, so this is from the last event. Brando knows what I'm talking about, dude. But
it's in a mic'd up CEPL video. You can't refute the evidence.
I hit him on his knee. He got hit on his knee, bro. So I was like, "What's up, boy?"
Yeah, and you were hella excited, bro.
And I was like, "Yeah, you guys got to see something cool."
Yep, there you go. Ha! I knew he knew it.
No, hey, let me tell you, it's you don't get to see me throw penalties very often. So when I do, I'm throwing that bitch high, right? But dude, so at the tournament, right? I legitimately think that there was a penalty that was on me that I think they should have been on the other guy, and they legitimately started pulling the wrong team, right? So I am like running this guy down in the Doritos, right? I'm running him down the wire. I shoot him like probably like twice, like in like the side of the goggles, right? And then I get shot from the snake side, right? Guy in the snake shoots me. I put my gun up, right? And the guy that I just shot in the face is just annihilating me, just shooting me in the face, right? And I'm just like, God damn, all right. And then they throw a major, and I'm like, yes. And they start running back towards our guys, and I'm like, yo, what? So the guy wasn't even looking my way. And I shoot him, and then he like turns and then shoots me, and then I get the penalty. And I'm like, bro, like, I hate doing that. I hate when that happens because, like, you know, sometimes on your team there is a penalty guy, right? And it's like sometimes I am that penalty guy, not gonna lie. But
that's what I was saying at the beginning of the show, and you cut me off. That is Hatch just saying he gets penalties because of overshooting? Do we actually know that? Like
that was a twofer. I shot him twice in the face, then I get shot, and me, little honest old me, I say, yo, I'm out, buddy. And then he's like, oh shit, what are you doing there? And just blasts me, and I get the penalty for it. I'm like, bro, what? And that was like, we were winning that point, like dramatically winning that point.
No, that one's weird.
We were up 3-2.
I guess you're losing the sense of irony I'm using, Hatch. It's because you're usually on the Dorito side, which is not the pit side. So you're kind of over there in La La Land, and all of a sudden we see reds go up, and we just got to take your word that, I overshot him, guys. It was a bullshit penalty. Like, but like,
this one
that's
was on
all
the
I'm saying.
Field, so the Dorito side was on the pit side, so everybody saw it.
Okay, so that one was flipped. Okay.
Right? I think so all the divisionals, they're on the pit side.
Yeah, all the divisionals except for the Lone Wolf and Premier and Pro, all of them are the Doritos.
Okay. I know in past events D side's been flipped because I like, yeah, maybe I am getting this wrong then, but all right, continue.
It's definitely different because I remember like at least playing for World Cup, right? It was like counting the bodies, right? Usually you'd count them off.
It was
the
snake
Dorito
guy
side.
usually has
and
to
now,
count them,
well, for us it was usually the Dorito guy, right? Because that's
okay.
where the pits are on the Dorito side, right? But then at that point, right, when you switch it around, now it's the snake guy seeing the guy walk out, right? So the little things like that really do kind of make a difference in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, okay, because the thing is, as a Dorito guy, at least in the divisionals, you're the guy that keeps the body count, right? Because you're the guy seeing the nets.
I see. I'm also fucking up too because I'm thinking of the way Capital Edge used to be laid out.
The old school way?
Yeah, Dave switched it around.
I remember the old school way, dude.
It is now snake side on the
I'll look
net
at
side.
the old footage. I'll look at the old footage. It
feels
and
weird.
I'm like, bro, what field is this?
Yeah. Yeah, no, okay, well, whatever. We don't really need to be talking about that anymore. Okay, so the layouts of the field are different. I don't know.
I like how, at least for World Cup, how the sides are complete grandstands, and then the pits are on the narrower end. I like that one a lot, because I think there's just not enough spectating space.
Yeah, I think it does create, I can see from like operations and events side, it does create a little more of a difficulty, but I do think for a visitor, a spectator, it's definitely a better experience. And also, I don't know, I feel like it makes that sort of like main stage feeling more instead of having it just be like one side is showing that and one side's the like, you know, the Go Sports, the kind of the like, I don't know what to say, the like production side. It's like no one's over there really.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
it's like that. There's like that gap in the side where it's like nobody's allowed to go except for Go Sports staff.
Yeah, and it's like you're not having that same type of excitement when you have a guy make a move on that side as you would at like, you know, the NXL World Cup. I mean to say.
I think it would be pretty cool. Okay, imagine for like the Lone Wolf field, right? The Premier field. Imagine they just put one thing of bleachers. Because right, if I'm being honest, right, a lot of people go watch semi-pro, but it's like when shit starts to get crowded, bro, people are like trying to peek over other people. It's like, dude,
I know they have that little like tented area with some chairs and stuff, but
it's just not level, right?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Having a little height so you can kind of see the game more.
See, right? You just imagine if it's like imagine if they had the tent and then a thing of bleachers, right? Where there's shade, the option of shade and like seating like that, but you can suffer in the sun and go in the bleachers, right? Watch games.
I mean,
I don't know. That's a lot. That's dreaming a lot.
Go tell Tommy. Go get the money. That's how I always respond to those things. Cause
dude, I already know that he pulls it out of his ass. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, whoa, where's Hatch going?
Now we're good. Tom Cole, I know you do it. I know the job you do. is literally a job that no one else does. So you're good, buddy.
We're never gonna have Tom on here. We're not PTG.
Believe
We're not
mooning
spick
you
and
next time you
span.
see you, though.
Hey, next time there are no odds. You're getting mooned.
There are no odds.
There are no odds. It is only due.
Oh God.
You know.
Well, yeah, guys. I guess with that wonderful note of mooning Tom Cole, we'll kind of wrap it up for tonight. You know, we got all the regular stuff, but before I get into that, I would say stay tuned for the next couple of shows. We do have some pretty cool guests coming up. I know we mentioned Cole earlier. I'm not going to mention the other one just in case, you know, things get moved around. But yeah, next couple shows, we have, you know, some new faces and new people for you guys to meet. So stay tuned for that. But one of the ways, if you want to help out, if you enjoyed this show, make sure you just go ahead on whatever platform you're on and rate the show. So whether that's YouTube, you'll be leaving us a like. If you're on Spotify, leave us 5 stars. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, do the same thing. Leave us 5 stars all the way down at the bottom. You can also go ahead and subscribe on whatever those platforms you're listening to us on. So same thing, YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Spotify, hit the follow button. And then same thing on, I think, Apple Podcasts, it's also called subscribing. But whatever you do, when you do that, all the episodes are going to show up on your phone or on YouTube, just ready to go the second they're out there, so you don't have to do any extra additional searching to find it. You'll just have it right there for you. Patreon. So one of the features of this show, if you're hearing it and you're a little confused as to why we're talking about CEPL coming up this weekend, well, that's because the show is actually delayed. So when we recorded this, it's 2 weekends out and it's WC, but when you hear this live, it's going to be this weekend of April 1st. So if you want to combat that, you can go over to patreon.com/mafia_productions and you'll get access to the podcast as well as other video content as soon as it's live and ready to go. So you'll be able to see it before anyone else, you know, on the planet even. Last but definitely not least, we have the merch website at mafiadigitalmedia.com, mafiadigitalmedia.com. That is the domain for that. And, you know, that's got all the stuff, the Mafia Production sweatshirt behind me, as well as hats. We posted the roller coaster reel today. You were wearing the Mafia Productions hoodie in that.
Without my merch, I would be...
You'd be standing out a lot more.
You were blending in. My tears, bro. I was like this. I was like, wiping my tears off, like fucking just going crazy.
And then... I actually lied. We do have one more thing to talk about because last and definitely not least is our sponsor, Liquid IV, who came on the show again. And we were able to finally find a time carved out where it was safe enough to talk about them. I'm going to blame Brandon on all of that tonight. But
yes, it wasn't me. Thank God.
Yeah, Hatch did a good job.
Let's go.
This is a safe place.
It's not really. But if you head over to liquidiv.com and want to get some, save yourself 20% off and get free shipping, use code MAFIA_Moffat. So whatever inventory you get from there, you'll get 20% off and it'll show up to your door for free. So awesome, guys. That's a podcast. A little shorter one tonight, but, you know, like we were saying, it's kind of the dull week, waiting for, you know, things to happen, either WC this next weekend or, you know, potentially a reality show that we're going to film. So we're going to have to get on that and see what we can create.
Okay, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, you got a final thought.
All right, here we go. Let me just give a special shout out, dude, to the dreamers of paintball, right? Without them, without people like Ryan, like all the media guys, like Colt LaCow, like people like me, like Greg, Scott Stewart, right? Dude, those guys, without paintball dreamers, dude, we're never getting that next generation, right? So if you're one of those dreamers, never fucking give up. Seriously.
Yo, shout out that you said me in that.
I did say you in that.
No, you said me, like as in you.
Oh yeah, dude, because I'm not trying to be about the talk. I'm about to be the dude. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. I was just laughing. I was like, oh, you're shouting people out. Shout out myself.
Brando's one of them too, right?
I respect it.
Dude, Brando has that extra natural +5 talent, right? Because of his bloodline, right? So he's got.
I like how you act like this motherfucker has got like some special ability just because of, you know, his bloodline. This isn't Harry Potter. He's not a Malfoy.
You see that glow?
You see that glow? Wait, I did see you become really robotic and broken up.
My boy.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, shout out to all the dreamers, because without you guys, literally the next generation would be dead already, right? We're competing. We're trying to be that next level of professionals, and you know, it's not like Ryan Greenspan and Yosh Rao are gonna be able to do it forever and ever, right? It's like We got to keep the sport going.
It's the divisionals, man. We got to get the divisional players, man. They're going to bring us to the top, man. Hey, no one have any fun out there. And that's for From the Sidelines. It's been a great episode, Hatch. If you want to hit us with it.
Bye.
See you guys on the next one.
Love you guys.